What is going on, guys? Disney Dan here. Welcome back into the channel and welcome to episode 84 of this insanely weird show that I think you guys have known to love. And I've got some amazing guests with me to join me today to support me with my sickness. I needed some backup, so I've brought three of my buddies. RobFuz, Adam's Lad, and Walt from Mouse Talk. How's it going, everybody?
What's up, everyone? I'm singing Born in the USA.
Oh my god.
It's hosted by Bruce Springsteen.
How's it going, everybody? Let's see. We got Captain Akron's in the house. We've also got Samantha is here. What's up, Samantha?
Hey, Disney Fiasco is live right now.
Is it? Really?
Yeah,
I didn't even get a notice. Oh, there it is.
Let's go around the room. First up, we've got to check this guy out. Adam from Adam's Land. Thank you so much for having me on your channel. Literally.
Hey,
like
dude,
a
I'm
minute ago.
15 minutes.
I know, we just did Pop Talk together. It was great. It was good fun.
You know, where was RobFuz on that Pop Talk?
Yeah, who's RobFuz?
Here's RobFuz. He's some lame guy. Just come to the point, organize it. Something about social distancing, yada, yada, yada. I don't get it.
Some guy. We got R. Johns in the house. What's up, R. Johns? Charlie from the Disney Nerd Herders is in the house. Alex Brunner is here. Noah is here. Look at it. It's Steve from Steve's World. Good to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for reaching out to me. I hope you guys are all well. Thank you so much, Adam, for having me on for Pub Talk. It was so much fun. We had a really, real good laugh. We had Mike Wheeler is here. Amanda Kay is here. Welcome, Amanda.
Pub Talk was awesome. Good job.
Pub Talk was great. And, you know, we really missed you, Rob. Good to see you, pal.
I was doing the family thing. I still had that.
Family. How are you doing, Rob? Good to see you, pal.
Man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm less of a zombie today. And we've got brand new Floridians. Walt from Mouse Talk. What is up, buddy? Good to see you.
Great. Doing good. Yeah, we moved down here and everything closes.
I know. I mean, talk about timing, right?
I blame Walt. Blame Walt.
It was you. That is great. You know,
like it, man, that's so funny. Yeah.
I hope you're
really good. Thank you for asking.
Nice. Honestly, I'm so happy for you. We got Alex Bryan. We got Donna Jaworski here. Welcome in, Donna. So good to have you here. But I'm so glad that your move went well and you're down at in Florida, and hopefully everything is all great. We got Cheeky Sausage in the house. Cheeky Sausage. So good to see everybody. Well, thank you guys literally so much for stopping by here, supporting me. As you guys can tell, I'm not too well at the moment. So I'm just it's really great timing there. And I just want to give firstly a massive thank you to everybody who's reached out and sent me a message or just said something on Twitter or just said you saying how I was. It really does mean the world to me. And
you're welcome.
You know, being stuck in this room has been a bit. You know, it's hard, but just having this amazing community, just reaching out and wishing me better has been a great thing. So I couldn't thank everybody for their kind words and support. So, and you know what? The show must go on. The show must go on. So we're going to get on with episode 84 of Disney Fiasco. Please make sure we share out the stream, share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, share it out everywhere, and we can get some people in and we'll have a good time tonight. And tonight's topic is our must-watch Disney films. So the Disney films that you just have to watch, like if it was the first time getting Disney Plus, what's the first movie you watch? Or if you're introducing like somebody who's never seen a movie in their life before, what film do you suggest?
Breaking news. Dan gets Disney Plus Tuesday. Is that what it is?
Thursday.
I'm so excited.
Thursday. I get Disney Plus on Thursday, which means I get The Mandalorian on Thursday.
Finally.
Mandalorian on Thursday. I'm so excited. Which is going to be great because I'm quarantined and, that's what it is. Exactly. That's what it is. So we're going to go around the room and just discuss what our favorite movies we just have to watch. And we're talking about everything that's under the Disney umbrella. Everything. So Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, Muppets, anything. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to start off with Mr. RobFuz.
Of course he is.
What is your go-to Disney film?
Right off the bat, I know everyone picked this. There's no doubt in my mind. So maybe we could discuss it as a group too. I'm gonna put it right there, right up front. It's in the thumbnail, but I'm gonna talk about the original Lion King. That is the first must-see Disney movie. Come on, guys. It's not on your lists. It's got to be on your list. Look at Walt.
It was on my list.
The original.
The original. Don't be silly.
That was a question. Okay, yeah, so let's discuss it, guys. I don't know. I think it's amazing. It was groundbreaking at the time. It just, even like when it first came out, even like the way they marketed it, and just the legacy of the plays and the theme park stuff and just everything, it just kind of makes it. I think it's just the ultimate classic. I think it definitely stands the test of time. It's got everything, emotions. It's got the classic villain. It's got the classic parent dying. It's got a lot of different cool.
Just bring out the deep themes there.
Yeah. What do you guys think of The Lion King? What do you say?
Average. No, I'm joking.
I'll get off my stream right now.
I knew he was kidding.
Get off my stream. He said his head is average.
No,
yeah, I know better than that.
Could you arguably say it's probably the top 2 greatest animated films of all time?
So.
No, I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah.
And easily the best soundtrack of any movie.
It's up there.
I'll put it up there. I'll put that up there.
I gotta be honest with you. I mean, I know it's not gonna be on anybody's list, but I think a very good soundtrack is Tarzan.
Yeah, I love
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, that soundtrack is pretty darn good.
No, you'll be in my heart, son of man. Strangers like me.
It's a really good soundtrack. But I agree with Adam. The soundtrack's phenomenal. But I think it's the best animated film ever made. Period.
Yeah.
Hands down.
It was around the time where they first started using CGI and computers and, just like that. They always show the classic, the Stampede scene where, they're all running and stuff like that. That was an innovative thing for them at the time. So
it's Shakespearean for sure.
What came first, Beauty and the Beast or Lion King?
Lion King.
Lion King came first, did it? Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't think so.
Well, no, Beauty and the Beast was 1992.
Yeah, Lion King was 94.
94,
right?
94.
Yeah. Beauty and the Beast and the CGI and the ballroom dancing.
Right, ballroom. Yeah, that's what I was thinking at first. But I'm thinking
another great soundtrack.
They always show that ballroom scene. That's one of the things. But that's I'm thinking the Lion King always shows that stampede and the opening. Come on, maybe the best all-time opening sequence ever. I think. I just think it's so parodied. It's so. That song and everything. It just
it pays homage.
It rattles you when the title comes up.
It's number one.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, like, if there's one film that's stereotypically Disney, when you think of Disney movies, like, you think of Lion King. Like, that is just inevitable. No wonder that it made over $1 billion at the box office last year, like, with the remake. That's just how it is. Look at this guy. We got Dole Whip Dad in the house. What's up, buddy? How's it going, Jeff? Good to see you. And we got Pam's fam as well. Good to see Pam's fam. Good to see you. And Russ Stapleton.
Dan, by the way.
Russ Stapleton eating dinner. Oh, what are you eating? So I'll be listening. Just got home. Sorry, Adam. What did you say?
I said how the opening to the movie pays homage to Arsenal's greatest manager of all time, and you completely skimmed that being his first answer.
That's why I'm ignoring it. Right, moving on from. I think Lion King was inevitable. It was going to be on our list. It is just Disney. It is.
Hello.
It's James Earl Jones.
It's my mom. Give me a break, guys.
They've gone. They said, "Stay safe and wash your hands."
Look at this guy.
Your pub's closed too now, Adam. It's closed.
The pub is closed, dude.
He's drinking a Corona.
Oh, jeez.
That was the Cafona.
Russ Stapleton's got brownie points for me. He's eating chicken nuggets. Okay. Oh dear. Right, Walt, what is your go-to must-watch Disney film?
Well, that's a tough one to beat with Rob's with Lion King. But if I have to pick one that's a go-to, and I watch it all the time, It's going to be Shawshank. Oh, wait, Disney.
wait. That's a go-to you must watch all the time.
All the time. I love
all the
Shawshank.
time. You watch Shawshank?
You just got to your head because you want to see Dan get the soap on it. He was talking about pub talk.
It's just like,
no, I'm just kidding. If I had to pick a Disney movie that I got to watch all the time, that I really, really love, I got to say A New Hope. I really love A New Hope.
Oh, you stole mine off my list. that was my. Okay, right. Being that you're probably the biggest Star Wars fan I probably know. Probably except for probably like Brandon.
Brandon and I are going to have a trivia challenge one day.
I want to see it. I love it.
Yeah. So why A New Hope?
I think a lot of us have this. I know I do. I'm very nostalgic. You guys know that. It reminds me of my childhood. I remember in 1977 going and seeing it in the movie theaters when it came out, and it blew my mind. It's just fantastic. And you got it, Rob. It was wonderful. The characters were great. The story was fantastic. The dialogue is amazing. You know, it's just so much fun, and it's got probably the single best bad guy character ever in the history of movies, maybe other than Hannibal Lecter. But in Darth Vader, it's pretty awesome. It was groundbreaking for its time, and it still stands the test of time. That's the thing. It really doesn't seem dated to me. Maybe because I have a special place in my heart for it. But it doesn't feel dated to me.
You watch that movie and the effects still hold up.
Yeah, they do.
You can go back and watch our Star Wars Sunday on A New Hope, and we go really into detail on a lot of different aspects of this movie. But you're right, like it's still, you could put it in the movie theater today, and some of the special effects are even better than what we have today, which is kind of sad.
Right, and that's what the practical effects that they used, other than the CGI back green screens that they did for the prequels, it just really made it feel real, like it was a real place you could go, and because it was a real place you could go, because they did it on real sets.
Yeah,
in real places.
Absolutely.
So that's fine.
It's a really, really great pick. What's up, Timothy Raymore? It's good to see you. So good to see you. But look, it is just it's a classic. It's one of the greatest films of all time. It is revolutionary, really. Star Wars: A New Hope is one of those films that I think will never, ever, ever be sort of lost. It is that good. And it kind of kicked off one of the biggest franchises of all time. So you can't sort of get away from that. Every time Ducky goes, every time someone calls it A New Hope, my soul dies a little. Hey, you got to live in the modern day.
When the crawl comes down, it says
A New Hope.
A New Hope.
Ducky's like, nope, not happening.
Too funny. I put episodes 4, 5, and 6. I lump them together. I just lump all three.
I'm with you.
And if people say like A New Hope is not actually Disney, hey, it is now. Like you just can't. Like it's for people who've never seen these films before. Look, my girlfriend says she'll never, ever, ever watch Star Wars, and I'm like, how could you go through life not watching Star Wars? Because it's like one of the greatest franchises of all time. Star Wars is one of the best films of all time. Like it's so good. But 1977 was the year in which it was born, and it was great. It's great. It's Joey's World. Welcome into the stream, buddy. So good to see you, Joey. Good to see you. Hashtag Joey Rocks. I'm taking credit that I invented that, Joey Rocks. I remember saying Joey Rocks on a stream, and then it all caught on. But hey ho,
I'm in Joey. That's the.
It's all about Joey. Joey the man. Joey's awesome. Joey. Right, Adam. Go on then. What's your first one? A must watch.
We are specifying Disney right now, aren't we?
Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar,
Okay,
Muppets,
right.
ESPN if you want.
I hope you don't get copyrighted for this. Okay?
Oh no!
But listen to a bit of this soundtrack, because it sounds very much like a Universal film, but it's not. Well, it is, but it's a Disney film that also used this little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to get copyrighted on.
Just listen. Tell me if you recognize it.
It's E.T.
It sounds like E.T.
Is it
But
E.T.?
it's not E.T.
What do you mean it's not E.T.?
It's E.T.
E.T. soundtrack.
What?
I'm going to turn this down, but this is a Disney film in 1975. Escape to Witch Mountain.
Wait a minute. I just watched that the other day. They played that music in that. I don't remember.
The original Escape to Witch Mountain.
Right.
Hold on. Can I just stop right here? Right. You get Disney Plus, right? The first thing you're going to watch is Escape from Witch Mountain.
Okay. Yeah.
The first thing I watched was Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
That's a great
First
movie.
thing I watched was Steamboat Willie, so that's on my list actually.
Escape to Witch Mountain, 1975. Not the remake with The Rock. Forget that. Forget the
Right.
thing in 2009. Forget anything in 2012 that they did. 1975.
Yep.
Escape to Witch Mountain.
Love it.
You know, where they're talking to each other through their brains.
It's got Eddie Albert in it.
Sorry?
It's got Eddie Albert in it. He's the guy in the RV.
Yeah. So it's. I remember watching it as a kid and not fully understanding it because I was too young to understand it. But it's just one of those movies that kind of, whenever I saw it again, it was the familiarity of it. You know, it just kind of lived with me forever until I kind of got older and older and kind of understood more of what was going on. To the point that now it's become one of those. You know, when you grow up with a movie and you see it so many times, it almost becomes like a creature comfort. You know, you see it that many times. You don't know why you like it. You just like it.
Right.
And that is a Walt Disney movie, Escape to Witch Mountain, 1975. You know, it's so underplayed. It doesn't even get talked about anymore because they remade it with Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Don't forget about Return to Witch Mountain, too.
And Return to Witch Mountain as well. But yeah, 1975. Give me the original. You know, when Rob would have been 30 years old, you know, and
30 tags.
I wouldn't even be alive, so
It was funny because Return from Witch Mountain, I believe, was the first movie I ever saw in the theater as a kid.
Yeah,
that's my first movie. Yeah,
It's got Christopher Lee in it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So
I'm clearly showing my age because I don't know anything about these
It was
movies.
like
that's because you are a child.
I'm a millennial, actually.
You're a millennial. That's right. Yeah.
Wait, we're not all perfect, Dan. Don't worry.
Here we go. Hate on the millennial time. Here we go.
You said it.
Apparently, millennials are not allowed to go to Disney World on their own, but okay, it's fine. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, why not? I mean, I would have. It was out for 6 years before I was born. Don't get me wrong, but still, it's just one of those movies that just I remember seeing lots of when I was a kid, and not really understanding what was going on. But like I say, you see it that many times, it kind of becomes a creature comfort. And so yeah, you know, it's. I would have gone for Lion King, but that was already picked. So I had to change my answer, and I had to go for, you know, Hey, Our Theme Life, and
Hey, Mike, what's up,
Mike?
Hey, Disney World as well, and Russ and Disney Dan. Hey, Disney Dan, and who else is in the chat? But no, Steve. No, it's it's Steve. Steve, Alan, Steve.
Alan, Steve.
But yeah, there you go. There's my pick.
Great pick.
Thank you.
I've gone for a similar obscure sort of first movie that I chosen, a must watch.
Wait, Dan, obscure? I'm shocked.
I know. It's a live action film based around a true story. About with a side plot of
The Mighty Ducks.
No. There's a side plot in this movie about the survival of an egg. And if you know what I'm talking about, I am talking about the incredible, the wonderful Jamaican bobsled team in Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings is my
second
pick.
God damn it.
Let me tell you something. This is probably my favorite comedy of all time. I think it's such an underrated film. I think ever to be put to film. I think Cool Runnings has such a great sort of message to it. The Jamaican bobsled team, I mean, like, feel the rhythm, feel the ride. You know, you get that. You're so pumped for them getting to the Winter Olympics, and just seeing them sort of go against the odds, going up against sort of the Swiss team, the US team, and just loving all the different sort of interactions between each other because they're all so different. Wait. Ruth Metcalf said, "I've never seen Cool Runnings." Oh,
It's fun.
wait. Okay, Ruth, if you've got Disney Plus, like I am
Is it on there?
perfectly okay with you to quit my stream right now and go watch it. There's only for that reason. Only just
Not
It's
yet.
on. It's on there.
you have to watch it. It is. I could not recommend this movie anymore. Like, it's just entertaining. It's hilarious. It is
It's a good
hilarious.
movie. Based on a true story. Yeah.
Based around a true story. The Jamaican bobsled team. Yeah, it's great. Have you, Walt, Rob? I know Adam, you've seen it. Have you guys seen
Yeah,
it?
it's been a while, but I love that
Seen it.
movie. It's
I've
great.
seen it. It's a good movie. John Candy.
John Candy is in it. So
I love John Candy.
I had to put that on my list. I watched it recently. I'm waiting for it to come out on Blu-ray because I really want a Blu-ray version, but I've got it on DVD. But obviously, it's going to be on Disney Plus as well. But it is great. It is absolutely amazing. So
It is.
Cool Runnings
it's
was
fun.
my number one pick. Yeah,
It is fun.
it's a great film. Right, Rob, we are back to you, buddy.
It's me again. Woohoo! Well, you guys know me. You probably would pick
Jaws.
Dan could,
It's Jaws.
Jaws is not Disney, so Dan could probably pick my top 5 at least.
I know. I think I know your next pick.
What's my next one, Dan? Go ahead.
Toy Story.
Yes, all 4 of them. I take them. I love Toy Story. I said it before. I said it again. Make a Toy Story 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I will watch them. I do love Toy Story. I just love it. It's like, again, another movie that's so innovative, so just so groundbreaking, you know, with the Pixar and the computer animation. And I'll never forget, I saw it in the theater, and I saw it with my buddy, and I think we're maybe one of 5 people in the theater. I didn't see it like right in the beginning. I saw it maybe a couple of weeks after it came out, or a month or so, and I love the movie, the key lines. I'm a big Tom Hanks fan. Buzz and Woody, I just love him. I can go on, like, I could do a whole.
Can we wish Tom Hanks well, please? Like,
Yeah,
because he's also been he's also
on
been
the road.
tested positive, and I just wish him well because I think there's only a few actors which, you know, are just true to life, and you know, and Tom Hanks is one of the best actors I think today, and
Yeah, definitely.
it's just upsetting to hear that he's positive for coronavirus, but you're right. Like, Toy Story it's revolutionary. I think all the films that we're really talking about, you know, Star Wars and Toy Story, these films revolutionized their field. You know, Toy Story was computer animated. It was just so ahead of its time, and Pixar literally knocked out of the park with their first film. It was great. So it's a classic. I think. Wait, here we go. What was that?
I just read Alex's comment. It's funny.
Tom Hanks and Tim Allen has the best banter in those movies. Yeah,
The one before that.
Oh, the one
I'm
before
sorry, it's Rutz's comment. Sorry, Russ.
Russ's comment. The rise of
that. The Rise of Zurg.
That's funny.
Well, son. Tom Hanks is a. Oh, I thought Mike said Tom Hanks is in National Treasure. I thought you said Tom Hanks is in National Treasure, and I thought, no, that's Nicolas Cage.
So good.
But yeah, okay. So favorite scene from Toy Story.
So tough. I think it's that final climactic from the first Toy Story. Like I said, I love them all, but it's that final, you know, it keeps you on the seat, the edge of your seat when they're running and they're chasing, and you know, they're trying to get Buzz into the car, and Buzz and Woody, and they're coming down an RC there, and they're flying in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm falling with style. It's just so many good lines. So good. It's just so good. I can watch it.
Walt, favorite scene?
Favorite scene? Probably the end scene of Toy Story 3 when they're sitting on the porch. When they're sitting on the porch and they see Andy drive off, and he says, "So long."
Yeah, that's how
I cry every time.
Yeah, me too. But it's a great scene. And then, you know, Buzz puts his arm over his shoulder, and they pan up to the sky, and the sky looks like his room.
Yeah.
I enjoy that scene a lot.
I could probably go watch it now and cry.
Yeah, my favorite scene is right at the beginning where Buzz looks around the room and he goes, "There's no sign of intelligent life form," and then Woody goes, "Hello."
Awesome.
Adam, putting you on the spot. Favorite scene from Toy Story?
Any Toy Story?
Any scene?
Only the Disney ones.
No, any Toy Story. Oh, not that one then. No, are we talking about any of the 4 movies or the first film?
Any
No,
of them.
well, or the
Zippity
other
doo dad, welcome into the stream, buddy. So good to have you, Zip. Hey, pal.
Any of the 4 films, I'm going to go with Toy Story 3 when they're all in the trash.
Compactor, you sick man.
No. But it's just that moment. I mean, and it's almost heartbreaking because you're like, this is not how it ends. Surely to God, this is not how it ends. When they all join hands, and it's just like it's just that.
Have you seen that YouTube video where somebody edited it to make it look like it was the end?
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
And it made people cry.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got to look it up. It's hilarious.
But for me, that moment where they all kind of join hands and stuff is brilliant. It is, I mean, obviously maybe the iconic one is there. Buzz, you're flying. This isn't flying. This is falling with style.
Yeah, we're just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, it's the moment where they all join hands in Toy Story 3. That's
Or the name is Space Ranger. The name I'm thinking of, I can't say because there's preschool towards present.
I actually just watched it a couple weeks ago with my son. Just love it.
That isn't falling. I mean, that isn't flying. It's falling with style.
Let's stop. Great pick.
My favorite line is when he's opening the gifts and they're going through they're going through the things. I'm like, what is it? It's bed sheets. And the lines from Mr. Potato. Who invited that kid? I love Mr. Potato.
His one-line quips are just hilarious.
We are eternally grateful. And he goes, "Will you just leave me alone?"
I was lucky to see him live. Maybe 2 years before he died. So Don Rick, I was very lucky. It's front row.
He's an icon.
So good, yeah.
My favorite scene is in Toy Story 2. Where they're all underneath the traffic cones and they're about to be squashed by that truck. just trying to get his foot off the chewing gum.
Which is more where they go to an airport? Is that Toy Story 2 as well? Yeah. Ebony always loved.
I love this scene.
The bit where a dog it is. Ebony always loved that when she was younger.
It's great. It's great. Right, we got to do a whole stream about Toy Story someday. We have to. Yeah. Walt, we are back to you, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, he thought of one.
I need someone sitting up here. I don't know.
I'm going to stick with what Rob's saying about Tom Hanks, and I think this is one of his better movies.
Splash.
It's live action. I think he did a great job with it. It's a must watch every time it's on, and sometimes I'll just turn it on. It's Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh yes.
I just love that movie. I remember sitting down to watch it, and I was like, I'll give it a try. I wasn't really that interested in it, and then I sat down. I love that movie. And although I like Colin Farrell in it, sometimes I'll fast forward those scenes and just watch the scenes with Tom Hanks.
I cannot believe I forgot that movie on my list. Because if there was one film that sort of personifies Disney, the company, and shows you how Walt Disney was meant to sort of, if you kind of didn't have any idea of how Walt was like,
what would that be? What movie?
Well, no. What I'm saying is, if we didn't know. If we didn't know anything of how Walt acted or how he spoke or how his mannerisms and stuff, this movie was the perfect movie to sort of describe that, because Tom Hanks does an incredible job as Walt Disney. I mean, I don't think I could see any other actor apart from maybe Arnold do a great Walt Disney.
Arnold.
To all the gods, happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your welcome.
Or Sylvester Stallone. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Welcome to my park, yo. It's a great film. I think Saving Mr. Banks is definitely a must watch. I think it's definitely something that just it's not just a great sort of prequel to Mary Poppins, but also a prequel to Disneyland the park and to just everything really. It is a great film, and I cried when I watched it. I did. So I can't believe I didn't put it on my list. That's kind of bad.
Well, you're not feeling well. We'll let it go.
Well, there's no excuse really. So, what can you do? Adam, Rob, did you have that on your lists, or are you kicking yourself like me?
I'm kicking myself now because like Cool Runnings and Saving Mr. Banks are both gone, which really, really, really is annoying.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm halfway through it. Actually, I haven't finished seeing it.
You've never seen it?
I actually started watching it a couple weeks ago, and I'm halfway.
But you've never seen it before?
I saved Mr. Banks. I haven't, believe it or not.
Dude,
no pairs.
I'm gonna go watch it tonight.
Oh, it's so good.
No pairs.
I know.
No pairs. Oh, it's such a good film. Right, Adam.
Well, when you just asked, was that on your list? Like that, because your voice is just kind of going. It did remind me of a film that I can add to this list that, that nobody else has called out yet. When, he's talking to the sheriff of Nottingham. And that's the
My face is
there we go. We are going with the animated film.
You just described me as the sheriff of Nottingham from Robin Hood.
Yeah, Kim said that's so accurate. But yeah, so yes, basically we are going with Robin Hood. Yeah.
You talking about the one with Kevin Costner?
Yeah. I'll go with Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
I cannot believe you described me as the sheriff of Wait, hold on. Let me get a picture of the sheriff of Nottingham and just show you how. Hold on. Adam's just described me as the sheriff of Nottingham. Oh my god. There we go.
So.
Thanks, mate. Here we go. So Adam has just described me. If you don't know the Robin Hood film, just describe me as this guy.
I see the resemblance, I'll be honest with you. If you ever dressed up in that outfit, I'd pay big.
Hey, I'm the sheriff of Nottingham.
I would pay for that too, Rob.
Hey, I've come to collect your taxes.
I gotta go. I gotta set up the GoFundMe for that.
Yeah. I got a super chat coming your way, Dan, the minute you dress up like that.
Oh, dear.
Super chat.
What a film that is. The animated Robin Hood. When your voice just dropped it on me on a moment's notice, I was like, saving Mr.
That's
Banks.
that's why Mickey's got so scary Halloween costume for this year.
So,
hey Jim, what's up, pal? Good to see you. How are you doing, man?
He says it is the nose. So there we go. That's.
Oh my god.
Wait, keep talking. I wanna get this. Hold on, Sheriff of Nottingham. I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna do the green screen effect to try and overlay his face with my face. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Aha, perfect. That's the one I want. Save images. Just this is gonna go terribly wrong or terribly right. Okay, right.
You're frozen. There we go.
No. There we go. Sorry, I just want to try something that I think would be quite hilarious. Hold on. I'm going to share the screen. No, that's not what I want. Settings. And I want to do green screen. Add. Hold on. Wait, this is going to be worth it. I hope it's going to be worth it.
Why don't someone else go while you do that? So.
Oh, I'm done. I think I'm done. Save the background. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
I hope so.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, I see it.
That's awesome. It is the nose.
It's the nose.
It is the nose. Steve was right.
Oh dear.
That movie is for me. It's one of the most underrated Disney animated movies, and it's legendary for me. It's one of my favorite Disney movies, animated ones of all time. So if I can't include Lion King because it's already gone, and I can't include say Mr. Banks or Cool Runnings, Robin Hood. There you go.
Robin Hood. Me as the Sheriff of Nottingham. Sheriff of Nottingham, come to collect your taxes. And Friar Tuck, you're gonna go to jail. And yeah. Oh dear. Right. So it's time for me to. I can't get this sort of voice out of my head now. So.
You're gonna do the rest of the stream like that.
So I have decided to bring a Marvel film into the frame. Now I could have chosen Iron Man, but I think I decided to just go straight up. And if I was going to watch a Marvel film, it's my must-watch Marvel film. It is Captain America: Civil War. Captain America: Civil War is my favorite Marvel MCU film. I just love everything about this film. I love the conflict between Cap and Iron Man. I love the fact of just the sort of, you don't know which side you're going to go to. You get the introduction of Black Panther in this film, the introduction of Spider-Man in this film. Just, it's great. Like, I think Baron Zemo is a fantastic villain. I'm glad he's coming back in the Falcon and Winter Soldier Disney Plus show. I think this is really, for me, the first really great MCU film, along with the first Avengers film. Maybe put the Winter Soldier in there as well, because I know how much you love that, Walt. I think all the Captain America films are really, really great. But Civil War, for me, I think I preferred it over Endgame. I preferred it over Infinity War, only by a little bit, just because I think it hit me on an emotional level. And just sort of, I felt bad on both sides. I felt bad for Cap, but I also felt bad for Tony. And it's just, it's a really great film. And I think the Russo brothers did a fantastic job. I think that was their first MCU. No, it was their second MCU directed film after The Winter Soldier. So I love that film. I think it's definitely my go-to Marvel film. I've rewatched that more times than I can count. So yeah, that's what I've gone for. So if it's not Civil War, what is everybody's go-to Marvel film? I think let's do a sort of a breakaway round. So start with Rob. We'll go with Rob and then we'll go round.
I have Guardians as my Marvel film. That's my go-to film. I've seen it so many times. I love that first movie. The second movie I've seen a couple times, but I just love that first movie.
Yeah, it's a great film.
I've seen it 10 times.
That's a great film.
Yeah, it is so good. Winter Soldier, I'm guessing, Walt.
Well, Civil War is a great film. There's elements of Civil War that are hard to watch. The final battle between Cap and Tony that's actually hard to watch.
When you see Bucky kill Tony's dad, that is hard to watch.
That too. But just seeing Cap and Tony going at it in that last scene, basically that's hard to watch at times. But it also has one of the best scenes in the airport scene in all of MCU. But yeah, for me, it's Winter Soldier. I thought Winter Soldier was a game changer. SHIELD is actually bad. It's infiltrated by Hydra. It was a game changer. It's what turned everything upside down. Until that time, we thought we knew who the good guys were. We didn't know who the good guys were anymore.
Have you seen that really old movie, The Empire Strikes Back, with the walking thingies? Oh, it's so good.
Is it AT-AT or AT-AT?
It's AT-AT.
Just checking.
I like when he goes, geez, Tony, how young is this kid? He goes, I don't know. I didn't carbon date him.
One of the little clips that really threw me out of my seat was when Falcon, Bucky are running through the terminal with Spidey, and then Spidey goes, "Hey, I think you lost this," and they threw like a sign at the screen, and I thought the thing was coming straight at me. It was great. I loved it.
Did you guys catch in Civil War? Did you catch the part with Ant-Man when he goes up to Cap in the very beginning, gets out of the band, and he goes, "Thanks for thanking of me." He doesn't say thanks for thinking of me. He goes, thanks for thanking of me.
Yeah.
He says it backwards. Did you ever catch that?
I didn't catch it, but I knew he said thanking of me.
He
But
goes,
I didn't catch it.
He goes, but instead of thanks for thinking of me, he goes, thanks for thanking of me. I don't know if they did that on purpose or if it was an accident, but it was hilarious.
Paul Ruddy probably did it on purpose, just because it's him. Adam, go-to Marvel film?
If it's not going to be Endgame, and it shouldn't be Endgame for a lot of reasons, because obviously when you think of the rest of the MCU, like, you know, you can't tell anybody else who's never watched any of the MCU to go to Endgame first. You know, that is the culmination of everything. But for me, if it's not going to be Endgame, it's going to be Ragnarok.
Yes, I know Walt's not a fan, but
I hate that.
It's just the humor in it, and I just did not.
I get it, right? And I think that's why I didn't like it for me, Adam, because to me they made Thor out to be like a punchline, and I don't like that. I don't see him that way. I just don't.
He was so serious in the first film. Don't get me wrong.
That's what I like, and that's
in the first film. And don't get me wrong. I know the first film didn't get rave reviews. I actually enjoyed the first.
It was my favorite Thor.
Yeah, but Ragnarok, I think, just because of the way the MCU turned, and if you think of Thor in very much in Endgame, you know, he's even more comical than he is in Ragnarok. You know,
right.
so he does get more and more comical. Yeah. But then, what is a comic if it's not there to bring us joy anyway? You know what I mean? So yeah, I
get it. I mean, I understand comical elements of the film, but they made his entire character out to be, and he's not like that in the comics, though. He's not that type of guy.
No, he's not. He's not. But I don't know. I think because I knew Thor Ragnarok was supposed to be funny because they hyped it on the trailers as being
right
the funniest Marvel film ever, and I was sat there going, "Wait, funnier than Deadpool?" You know, but yeah, you know, but it was the way they did it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I didn't expect any Marvel movie in terms of Avengers sort of style. You know, with those characters, I didn't expect any of them to get me in terms of hilarity the way that one did, you know, and it did. Yeah, it did. So
people loved it. People loved it. It just wasn't my cup of tea. But
you know what? That movie brought the greatest character ever to be created to the big screen.
Hello, my name is Korg.
Hey, my name is Korg. I'm made of rocks, and you don't have to be afraid of me unless you're made of scissors. And that's just a rock paper scissors joke. Amanda Kate says, in one of the pirates, when Johnny Depp says, I got a jar of dirt, guess what's inside? And he actually forgets his lines and reactions of the other actors are true reactions. Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I think he ad-libbed it.
That's great. But yeah, I love Thor Ragnarok, and for me, Korg, like
we want Korg so many times, but we can't replicate it here. The line we always, you know, the line from Endgame. Where he's like, it's all the guy's back, the guy that called me again. You know, no, we can't replicate it right here. But yeah, Korg is brilliant. I love Korg.
I want a Korg spin-off movie. I really do. I don't care. I want a Korg movie. Like, I'd rather have a Korg movie than a Black Widow movie. I'm sorry. I would. I think it'd just be hilarious. Yeah. Anything with Taika. You know what? You know Taika Waititi as a director. I wish he would just do a film where all of his characters come together. So he's got his character from the from What We Do in the Shadows, his vampire character Korg, and Hitler all in one movie.
Wow!
I think it would be such a. I'll call it a Taika film, like a Taika Waititi film. He's a great director. We're getting really off sidetrack, right? In 15 minutes, guys, please go check out Walt from Mouse Talk, as he'll be going live with Steve on Sports Night. They're going to be talking about everything about the NFL, which is fake rugby / American football. So please go check it out. It's one of my amazing partner channels. Please do.
We'll have a rugby.
all hell the rugby. So please go make sure you check out Walt from Mouse Talk's stream straight after this show. So we must get on to one more stream. I think we should do one more quick speed round. So one more round. I think we'll just keep it short and sweet.
Can I go first, Dan? Because I'm going to jump out.
Yep, I was literally going to suggest that. So, Walt, what is your final?
Come in.
All right. So my last must-do Disney. I was going to say Marvel, but Disney film. I got to go with a Pixar film.
Yeah.
I got to go with Monsters Incorporated.
That's not Disney.
I love Monsters Incorporated.
That's not Disney.
I love Monsters University too.
Me too. Me too.
I love Monsters Incorporated. The first one's really, really funny. 2319.
So great. So many good lines.
That line when Randall is holding Mike Wazowski up, and he goes, at 12 o'clock, the scare floor will be, and he goes, painted? He goes, no, empty. It'll be empty, you idiot.
But that thing back where it came from, so help me, bomb, so help me.
It's a work in progress. So I love Monsters Incorporated. I think it's great. They got I forgot the guy's name. James Colburn to do Mr. Waternoose, and
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal as Mike Wazowski and John Goodman, and
I think Mike is my favorite.
Randall.
You know, it's a great film. I think it's just it touches all your heartstrings with Boo. I think Boo is such a great character, and the relationship between Sully and Mike, you know, gets tested with that, and Snow Cone, it's Lemon.
Welcome to the Himalaya.
Oh, look at this! I've run out of Snow Cones. Let me just go out and get some more. It's great.
And the scene where they're riding on the doors should be a ride at Disney.
Come on, Disney! Like seriously, they need to make that.
That could be a roller coaster.
Oh, hands down.
Monsters Inc. ride.
And you can like go through all the different doors and go to different countries and stuff. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so great. But yeah, I mean, look, it's Monsters Inc. It's a great film. We just love, you know, I think, you know, you look back at Pixar classics, you've got those Toy Stories, those Finding Nemo's, those Incredibles, and those Monsters Inc. And, you know, I love Monsters University as well, and it was a great sort of prequel to that. And but Monsters Inc. is definitely, for me, a big rewatch as well. So, yeah, really, really great pick, dude. Really great pick.
I have on my list every Pixar movie.
every Pixar movie. What, even Cars 2?
Wait a minute. Are you sure about that? The Good Dinosaur made that list too?
Minus Cars
2.
Minus Cars 2.
Minus Cars 2. Yeah, I know, right?
All right, Dan, I'm going to jump off.
Thank
you all.
Guys, please make sure you check out Walt from Mouse Talk. Good to see you, pal. Take care, man.
Robert,
bye,
to see
buddy.
you, pal.
Good to see you. Hang in there down there. Say goodbye to your son.
See you.
See you later.
Take care.
See you, Mason.
Bye,
Mason,
mate.
say goodbye. Oh, wait. Social distance.
I'm going to do this. I'm just
I'm
going
supposed
to
to touch you,
separate the screens. So when I'm touching.
Bye.
Later.
Bye, Walt.
See you, Walt.
Great
Take
stream.
care,
Great
pal.
picks.
Alrighty.
Mouse
So
Talk's awesome. Walt's awesome. Definitely check
Walt's
out his
awesome.
channel, guys.
Yeah, please go check out Walt
So
from
good.
Mouse Talk, one of my partner channels.
I love what he's done in the stream.
Please go check it out. Hey Avery, what's going on, pal? Avery, the
You guys
Cube.
did the Star Wars stream yet, by the way?
Oh, I don't know when we're gonna do our Star Wars stream.
Should do it.
I have no idea. We're waiting ages. Right, Rob, go for it.
Yeah, so real quick, I put every Pixar movie. I had Finding Nemo, Wreck-It Ralph. You know what? I love the Fantasia. These are my honorable mentions. Fantasia 2000. I love them. Steamboat Willie I put on there. I put Iron Man. Dan, you didn't finish yet, so I'm gonna stay. But the one movie on there, it's I just want to throw a movie on. I'm like, I'm working or whatever, and I love this movie. It's more of a modern movie. I have Zootopia on there. I love that movie. I don't know. It's so cool. I love the scenery. I love everything. It's just a great movie.
That is a great movie. Like Zootopia is like that movie. Okay, yes, it's an animated film, but sort of the meaning behind it, with sort of equality and stereotypes, and it's such a incredible film, really incredible film.
It's underrated, I think. So
you know what? So Zootopia and Moana came out in the same year.
Yeah.
And I think Zootopia crushed Moana. I really do. I think it was such a better film. I really just loved everything about Zootopia. Just the messages behind everything. Just, it was so great. If you really watch Zootopia and listen to the script.
It wasn't called Zootopia in this country, was it?
Yeah, it's called Zootropolis here because of copyright.
Yes.
that's weird. Yeah.
Whatever. Zootopia sounds better. Avery goes, my must-watch says The Emperor's New Groove. Yes.
Treasure Planet.
Great movie.
I was going to say Treasure Planet. That's one of the.
I haven't seen Treasure Planet in a while. I want to see it. So.
Yeah, really
But
great.
yeah, I
And
love it.
yeah, some of your others on your list also really. I can't believe you said every Pixar movie because I think like Cars 2.
I was kind of joking.
I don't even like things like. I think Finding Dory was fine.
It's okay.
Cars 3 was.
You know what? You know what's on my list too? I put the latest Disney film. That's a must. You gotta catch up and see the latest Disney film.
What was the latest Disney film?
Well, I saw Onward last night. I really loved it. So I didn't really love it. I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked
What was the latest Disney animated film? Was it
Onward.
Frozen? No,
Onward.
Disney animated film.
it. Yeah, Disney on it. Was
No,
that's
that's
Pixar.
Pixar.
Oh, you're saying thing.
Frozen 2,
Frozen
wasn't
2
it?
was the latest.
Frozen 2 was the latest, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's not Pixar. Yeah.
Yeah, surprising.
No.
Oh yes, Disney needs to build an Yzma Secret Lab coaster. Yes, right, Adam. What is your final pick and some of your honorable mentions?
Okay, so I was having a tough time picking between these two films, so I'm going to say them both at the same time. And I was, while people were going into Star Wars or Marvel, I didn't want to go with any of that. That to me is not authentic Disney. You know, that's stuff that Disney acquired and bought. So,
You sicken me.
so I will never say that Star Wars or Marvel to me is Disney.
Sicken me.
Yeah, well, it's true. It's not Disney. So, and Kim agrees as well. So,
Sorry,
so
Kim.
I'm going back. I'm going back to the drawing board here. Literally to the drawing board. Forget Pixar. Forget computer animated stuff.
I know.
To the drawing board.
Home on the Range. I bet you picked Home on the Range.
So I was either going to go with the first animated Disney film I ever really properly watched, or one of my favorites, which is actually a Disney movie, even though I didn't know it was at the time.
Home on the Range.
So the two I'm going to go with are Lady and the Tramp. That's the first Disney movie I ever properly watched.
Cute.
And also, even though I didn't know it was strictly Disney at the time, and I just Googled it just to make sure, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Because
Oh yeah, the kids watched it the other day.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I know
Such a good
I know,
film.
I know there's a collaboration with obviously the Warner Brothers stuff and things like that. You know, with
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
it came under Buena Vista's Pictures, which is obviously became Disney and stuff like that. So
It was always Touchstone Movies. Was always Disney.
yeah. So yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Lady the Tramp.
Good films.
And I'm gonna put them as a tie and so my third pick and my honorary mention together because
Nice.
Lady and the Tramp was the first Disney film I ever properly watched.
Great films.
And great humor, great fun, loved it. And then
Mickey and Bugs Bunny on the same screen.
My kids watched it.
What more
what would you want as a kid who loved cartoons? And you know what I mean. So yeah, Mickey and Bugs Bunny, Daffy and Donald Duck having a piano off, just
fun
with
movie.
the two angriest ducks in cartoon history, just really going out.
Hold on, no. Scrooge McDuck is the angriest.
Oh no, Donald and Daffy when they really get like the bee in a bonnet, like are really gonna be the angriest. So yes, yeah, I mean, just awesome iconic scenes. The whole Toontown thing, and yeah, I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I could watch that every day quite happily while I'm in
Movie.
COVID self-isolation, which I'm not in, but we've talked about this before. I will self-isolate and watch that film every day until this whole thing passes quite happily.
Awesome.
Lady in the Tramp just for happy memories. So
Great picks, really great picks, and yeah, definitely recommend those. And I can't wait to watch the live action Lady and the Tramps when we get Disney Plus on Thursday because it'll be so much better than The Lion King. But hey ho. So my final pick is my favorite film of all time. That's including non-Disney films, and that is Peter Pan.
Nice.
I think if you've known me well enough, you'll know that Peter Pan has a special place in my heart. You can see over my shoulder back there is a actual sketch of Peter Pan from Disney Imagineer from Graham Dennison. Just because, just the symbolism, what's the connections are to Great Ormond Street Hospital in London, and the time that I spent there, and just it is a personal film, and I think it's just beautifully animated. And Peter Pan, I think, is still one of the most iconic characters I think ever to be created. So that's what I've gone for. Some of my honorable mentions was obviously Star Wars: A New Hope, Mary Poppins, Inside Out, a Goofy movie. Have you seen a Goofy movie?
It's been a while, but yeah, I want to see that.
Favorite line ever: the Leaning Tower of Cheeser, where he gets like cheese whiz and he goes, yeah, so it's great. Lion King, Save Mr. Banks.
The movie I was going to go with as well.
So good. Leaning Tower of Cheeser. So, and my last honorable mention, which I think not a lot of people have ever seen, is called The Reluctant Dragon, which is a behind-the-scenes look at the Walt Disney Studios, and then an animated clip of The Reluctant Dragon itself. But guys,
can I ask a question?
Very quickly.
Real quick. First five things you're going to watch on Disney Plus on Thursday.
Mandalorian, number 1. Imaginary Story, number 2. The Jeff Goldblum series, number 3. Steamboat Willie. I may put that first because it's only like 10 minutes. It's not even that. And then probably Peter Pan.
Pretty much what I did, except for Peter Pan. So
yeah, I think 100%. I'm looking forward to it.
Curious. I'm excited for it.
But guys, I really hope you enjoyed episode 84 of Disney Fiasco. Thank you so much for bearing with me and my voice. Very, very quickly, I just want to give a big shout out to my partner channels. Firstly, my brand new partner channel, VIAPREE Project, Ed and Mindy from the VIAPREE Project. They are such a wonderful, wonderful family.
Happy birthday.
Really, really great friends. And yeah, happy birthday to Ed from the VIAPREE Project. Now, big announcement. Next week, Disney Fiasco will be going on at 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern, because at 7 p.m. Eastern will be the return of Sessions over on the VIAPREE Project, and I will be their first guest on Sessions, which I'm super excited for. I'll be waiting over a year to do Sessions with Ed and Mindy. So 6 p.m. Disney Fiasco next weekend, then Sessions next weekend. It's going to be so much fun. Also, check out Mickey's Magic Mouse Talk, who was in here earlier, and RobFuz. So I hope you guys go check out those channels. Please make sure you head over to Mouse Talk straight after this stream for Sports Night with him and Steve. They're going to talk everything about the NFL. Big thank you firstly to, Adam from Adam's Land. Thank you so much for hosting Pub Talk today. It was really so much fun. Please go check out Adam from Adam's Land, as well as Ebony's Little Channel, Power Channel, friend. We always have a good laugh, mate. And I hope you've had a really fun evening of streaming. It's been really good fun hanging out with you, brother. So I know we've got to wrap things up, but stay safe up in the north.
I will stay safe up north, and you
in the north,
down
south,
down south.
down south. And obviously, please go check out my buddy Rob from RobFuz. Good to see you, pal. Thank you so much for joining. I know it's busy,
it's always an honor.
And we always have good fun together. So thank you so much, pal, also for joining. So, guys, please make sure you head over now to Walt from Mouse Talk. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you guys really have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And please, from the bottom of my heart, stay safe. And thank you so much for everybody who's come out and supported me and wished me better. I'm glad I got through the stream. You guys are truly the best. And as the Sheriff of Nottingham would say, so long and oodalali. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. See you over on Walt's stream. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.